This is Thursday, September 21st, and we are on the Isle of Skye in the Highlands of Scotland. And this is a waterfall coming down into the car park of the Fairy Pools on the Isle of Skye. It's been raining most of the time since we've been here, which I guess is considered normal. And this is the rent-a-car that we've been using to get us around the country ever since we landed in Edinburgh. And this is the valley that has the fairy pools in it. Let me turn it this way, get a little wider view. There we go. This is the valley that has the fairy pools. And it's pretty crowded up here, actually. An awful lot of people. We were thinking we would be here in the off season, and it wouldn't be quite that many people, but it's extremely popular. And this car park is almost full, and but there is a lower car park, so they're able to and planning to accommodate a lot more people than they even have here today. But anyway, let's go down to the fairy pools and see what they're all about. This is the sign about telling all about the fairy pools here on the Isle of Skye. And this is up at the end of the car park. And I think basically from here you start down into the valley that you see below, or I should say the glen that you see below. And there ought to be some fairy pools down there. Let's go see. Okay, this is the trailhead, and this is as far as Priscilla intends to go.
I'll go a little bit.
She gonna go farther? Okay, you can go farther. But it's very, very pretty here. But once you commit to going down this is fairly steep. I don't know if you can tell. It's fairly steep. And the going down is one thing. I have a feeling that coming up is going to be quite a different thing. But I can say that Elizabeth is down there somewhere. She may be already in the clouds on the other side of the glen, for all I know. But it's just a huge hiking trail. It goes down and then it looks like it's flat for a while, and then starts going up, following that cascade, and it appears to go all the way up to the top of the mountain on the other side. And if so, that's one heck of a hike. But I don't think we're going to do all that. We're going to do some of it just to see if we can find a fairy pool. Okay, well, we have left Priscilla behind. You can see the car park up there. We've just come down that rather steep trail all the way there. And there's a little bit of an offshoot trail. It's remarkable point. Right up close to this cascade. Down here you can see another rivulet that's running right under the trail to join the main flow right there. And then if you continue walking this way, it comes to the trail basically comes this offshoot of the trail comes to an end at this remarkable waterfall. Oh my goodness. up until now, we've been fortunate. We haven't, the rain let up for a while. It's just beginning to feel some drizzle now. And if it gets much more than this, I'll have to head back. And we're not intending to get drenched out here. But there's one waterfall running down. You can see that running down this little stream and down this way to go underneath the bridge that you see right there. On the main path, I'm not sure you can tell how remarkably steep this path is. I'm going down it now, and rather dreading the necessity of going back up it, but I'll take it very slow, and I'm sure we'll be fine. And this nice little bridge here, let's see, and here is a sign for the fairy pools. This is talking about the plants and animals in Glen Brittle, and that is golden eagle featured. A great deal of Gaelic that I confess I do not understand, but it's mostly in English. Let me back up a little bit. Maybe you can get that. I don't know how legible that'll be on the video. Let me try this. Let's see if we can capture that so that people can read some of it. Whether they read English or Gaelic. Down on the bridge, that is downstream of the waterfalls we looked at earlier. You can see over here on the left, path going up, way over there is the car park we were on. These waterfalls come down the bottom of the bridge. Slowly over here where you can see that it does continue to go down a little farther, but that would be the bottom of the glen. And then the mountains on the other side are pretty foggy, wreathed in the mist. What you would call, this is the true Scotch mist that inspired the called Scotch mist when you add a little water to the Scotch and it turns a little misty in the glass. Neat, if it's neat, single malt. It turns a little misty in the glass, and that's reminiscent of this mist that you see here in the Highlands. After the bridge, the trail turns, it comes to the bottom of the glen here, and it's pretty much flat at this point. It's got a slight downhill here and uphill just ahead, but compared to the other trails, flash forward, comparatively speaking. But there's a little more course that comes in, goes under the trail, comes in here in two different directions, left and right, and joins together at the trail underneath, and then following down into the main river over there on my right. There's a fix it. Exactly how to do that. It might give you a better idea. Pretty dramatic clouds over there. Today and a lot of remarkable dogs brought out to very popular thing in Scotland. So here we are a little farther on the trail, and we've got some hikers here, but I'm on a little offshoot from the trail that comes over and visits this very interesting couple of boulders, especially the great big guy. There's some moss on him, lichen, and it overlooks the main river as it comes down from the mountain and down the very bottom of the glen. Disappears over there, going left, and then meets up with the stream that we saw earlier that runs underneath the bridge. Right about in that location. Now this boulder, stream, like the sort of thing that glaciers used to carry around and drop hither and yon. But anyways, a really interesting little rock. Down here, a big rock. Down here, take another, over here and get another view of this cascade coming down. Now the mountain is quite loud here too. Not quite as loud perhaps as it was over by the bridge or over by the waterfall. Now it's got a little cascade right there that makes it a bit more. So let's see, we're farther down the track. Another cascade in the center of the. This is another offshoot from the main path on the Fairy Pools Trail, and kind of cascade entering the main river here from the left. Rather loud actually, and you can see looking upstream the cascade down there, and then the what we would call rapids, I suppose, and really quite dramatic. Along the stream here, and then looking on downstream, another rock like the one we saw before. And then this, coming back up here, this is the rock we were at a moment ago. We really haven't come that far. So this is a wonderful little offshoot of the path, but the noise of the water is just quite loud. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Pretty much in the same location we were at before, but now if you look down the trail, you'll see Elizabeth in her dark blue jacket. Coming up, she says she was all the way at the top of the mountain. Elizabeth?
Ready to go back?
Yeah, sure. Can you tell us where you went?
So I went pretty much as far up as you can see people, and then a little bit farther beyond that.
So you didn't go all the way to the top of the
No,
mountain
I
on
didn't
the
go
other
all the
side
way
of
up
the
to the
glen?
mountain. No,
Oh.
but I went to the top of like the major waterfalls.
Okay, fantastic. This is what I was mentioning it to you earlier. That's the boulder I was talking about there on the left, and that's the bridge that I was talking about there on the right. So we are now going to head up. I don't know. Oh, hey, wait a minute, Elizabeth, I got something. Doesn't want the snacks, so I don't put the snacks.